Now, good morning, children. Now, see, now 13 point. Good morning, children. Now, let us see 13.5, which is your miscellaneous exercise. Okay, so in this question, in this particular lesson, we will have 4 questions only, because the last 2 questions are based on frustum of cone, which is eliminated, or you can say the deleted portion of our syllabus. Okay, so we will not take the last 2 questions, that is question number 6 and 7. Okay, so first question goes like this: a copper wire 3 mm in diameter is wound about a cylinder whose length is 12 cm and diameter 10 cm. Means cylinder's diameter is 10 cm and length of the cylinder is 12 cm, so as to cover the curved surface of the cylinder. Find the length and mass of the wire, assuming the density of copper to be 8.88 grams per cm cube or cubic centimeter. Now let us have the solution for it. Now solution goes like this. Like this, the cylindrical container is there, whose diameter, the cylinder's diameter is given as 10 cm and the height of the cylinder is 12 cm. Okay, it is observed that one round of copper wire 3 mm, okay, covers 3 mm. That means this distance between the wire, copper wire is, between the wire, this thickness is how much? 3 mm. Okay, and height of the cylinder, cover 3 mm height of the cylinder, means it keeps on revolving like this. Okay, the copper wires are revolved around the cylinder. Okay, so now how many number of rounds are there of copper wire around this cylinder? How will you get? Number of rounds equals to total height of the cylinder upon diameter of the wire. Okay, that wire is wound around the cylinder. So number of rounds, how will you get? That is height of the cylinder upon diameter of the wire. Now height of the cylinder is given as 12 cm upon diameter is given as 3. The width of it is given as 3 mm. Width of that wire is given as 3 mm. So it is in mm. The other measurements are in cm. So on converting that into cm, mm into cm, you will get how much? 0.3 cm. So now on solving this, you will get how many rounds? That is 40 rounds. That means 40 rounds of copper wire is around this cylinder. Okay, that part is clear. After that, length of wire required in one round. One round means, you know that, suppose this is the cylinder, it will take from here, starting point, it covers and comes to the same point, same starting point, and comes and completes it. That is one round. So one round means what? The circumference of the circle, is it not? So length of wire required in one round equals to circumference of the base of the cylinder. You know that base of the cylinder is what? Circular, is it not? So circumference of base of cylinder, which is equals to 2 pi r, because we know circumference of circle is 2 pi r. That is equals to 2 pi into r value is how much? 5. It is given because diameter is 10 cm. So radius will be how much? Half of it, that is 10 upon 2 equals to 5. So radius is how much? 5 cm. So on multiplication of these two, 5 into 2, you will get how much? 10 pi. So that is the length of the wire for one round. How many rounds are there? 40 rounds to cover the cylinder. So length of 40 rounds equals to how much? 40 into 10 pi cm. So now on multiplication of these two, how much you will get? That is 400 pi cm. Now pi value we know, that is 22 upon 7. So 400 into 22 upon 7 cm. Now on multiplication you will get what? 8800 upon 7 cm, which is equals to 1257.14 cm. Now this cm, if you convert it into meter, How will you get? Divided by 100. So that will be 12.57 meter. Now come to the next part, that is radius of wire. Radius of wire will be how much? The wire thickness is given as how much? 3 mm. That is the diameter is 3 mm. So radius will be how much? Mm conversion into centimeter will be 0.3, sorry. Conversion already we did. Is it not? So the wire thickness will be how much? That is 3 mm. So that conversion into centimeter will be what? 0.3 cm. So now thickness is there. So half of it will be radius. Thickness means diameter. So diameter is 0.3 cm. Radius will be how much? Half of it. That is 0.3 upon 2, which is equals to how much? 0.15 cm. Half of it. Now volume of wire. Volume of wire equals to area of cross section of wire. That means the wire's thickness, cross section of wire into length of the wire. Okay. So now that is equals to area of cross section of wire, means wire is in circular form. Is it not? It is circular. So that means the pi r square into length of the wire. That is equals to, now pi value we know, 22 upon 7 into 0.515 whole square, because r square, into length of wire is how much in centimeter, because the other measurement is in centimeter, means we will take the centimeter value only. So centimeter means 1257.14 cubic centimeter. Right. Now on simplification of this, we will get how much? 88.898 cubic centimeter. Now we know that mass equals to what? Volume into density. So now volume is how much? Volume we got how much? 88.898 into density, it is given in the book. What is the density? That is 8.88 grams. So now on multiplication of these two, how much you will get? That is 789.41 grams. So you can say that thus the volume, the mass is 789.41 grams. Okay. Now the next question is second question of 13.5 miscellaneous question. Second one is a right triangle whose sides are 3 cm and 4 cm other than hypotenuse. Means what? One is base is 3 centimeter and the height is, that means height is 4, perpendicular height is 4 cm. It is made to revolve about its hypotenuse. Means you can see here ABC is a right angle triangle whose base is here as 3 centimeter and hypotenuse, this one is perpendicular 4. Okay, that is revolved around its hypotenuse. Clear now? Understood, children? Question is, it is given that the double cone is so formed by revolving this right angle triangle ABC about its hypotenuse. Means here angle 90 degree is made. So AC will be the hypotenuse. This is 90 degree, so this will be the base. And this is the perpendicular height. Perpendicular. Clear? So area of triangle, that hypotenuse first we will take it out. This particular AC hypotenuse for this right angle triangle. In right angle triangle ABC, hypotenuse AC equals to square root of base into base square plus perpendicular square. So which is equals to 3 square plus 4 square cm. Now square root of 3 square we know, that is 9, plus 4 square is 16. So now square root of 25 meter cm will be equals to how much? 25 is a perfect square of 5, so 5 cm. Okay, so this distance AC is how much? 5 cm. Already I wrote there. You can see that distance, total distance AC is how much? 5 cm. After that, we know area of triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. If this is the perpendicular, If this is the perpendicular, so what will be the formula? Half into base into height. Is it not? That is the formula. So here perpendicular, this one is perpendicular 4. So what it will be? Half into AB, that is height, into base, that is BC. This is BC. Okay, clear? Understood? ABC is a right angle triangle. If this is 90 degree, means this is your perpendicular. This is the base. So area of right angle triangle is what? Half into base into height. So that is, here height is what? BC. The base is BC, height is AB. So that is why half into 4 into 3. This part is clear. Now, in this particular triangle ABC, if I draw a line like this, you can see this is making double cone. Is it not? If this is revolved, this right angle triangle is revolved along its hypotenuse, then you know that it will make two cones, upper cone and down second cone. Is it not? It is forming two cones. This is cone 1, this is cone 2. So when this is formed, see in this triangle, definitely the diameter of the cone, the diameter is common for both the cones. So now this diameter is also became a height of this triangle, ABC triangle. Clear now? Understood? ABC triangle OB is the radius of this BD. That is the diameter of the cone. Both the cones diameter is BD. So OB and OD will be the radius, right? So area of triangle, see area of triangle ABC is equals to what? Half into, this is the base now, AC will be the base, okay? For this triangle again we are assuming, okay? So half into AC base and height will be what? OB, the radius, clear? OB will be the radius, that is equals to, this one already we know, that is half into 4 into 3, clear? Now half into AC is how much we got just now? 5 into OB equals to what? On simplification of this side we will get how much? 6, because we know that 4 will be divided by 2, you will get 2 only, so 2 into 3 will be 6, so 6, okay? Here 6 square, and here also it will be, cm. Okay, so now on simplification, OB how much you will get? OB will be 12 upon 5 cm. Okay, that is, on dividing this we will get how much? 2.4 cm. That means OB, this radius is how much? OB is 2.4 cm. Now volume of double cone. Now after getting radius and height, we can easily find what? The volume of cone, double cone. So volume of double cone equals to volume of cone 1 plus volume of cone 2. Is it not? So volume of 1 plus volume of cone 2 equals to 1 by 3 pi r square h1. This is h1. Okay, this is h1, this is h2. Okay, so h1 plus 1 upon 3 pi r square h2. Clear? Now here you can see 1 upon 3 pi r square common in both. So that is taken out. Within bracket what it will be? h1 plus h2. Now h1 plus h2 will give whole AC. Is it not? So which is equals to AO plus OC. Okay, which is your how much? 5 centimeter. So that is why now put the values. 1 upon 3 into pi value is how much? 3.14 we will use for this question, into 2.4 we got the radius 2.4 cm. So radius whole square into 5 is the height of this. Okay, so h1 plus h2 is 5. So now on simplification of this all, how much we will be getting? 30.14 cubic centimeter. Okay, now surface area of the double cone we have to find. Second part of the question is what? You have to find the surface area of the double cone. So that will be surface area of cone 1 plus surface area of cone 2. Same way, that is pi r L1 plus pi r L2. Now L1, L2 will be within bracket because pi r is common in both. So that is taken out. Pi r within bracket L1 plus L2. Now L1 plus L2. L1 means this one and this one L2. So how much it will be? That is 3 plus 4. Pi value is 3.14 into radius is how much? 2.4 into within bracket L1 plus L2. That is 3 plus 4. Now cm square, that is equals to, now put the values and simplify, how much you will get? That is 52.75 centimeter square. So surface area of the double cone will be how much? 52.75 square centimeter. Okay. Now see children, third question of it is a cistern internally measuring 150 cm into 120 cm into 110 cm has 1,29,600 cubic centimeter of water in it. Porous bricks. Porous means small. Pores means bricks in which pores are there, small holes are there. Okay. Porous bricks are placed in water until the cistern is full to the brim. Each brick absorbs 1/17 of its own volume of water. Okay, each brick absorbs 1/17 of its own volume, okay, of water. How many bricks can be put in it in that cistern without overflowing the water? Each brick measuring, the dimension of the brick is given as 22.5 cm into 7.5 cm into 6.5 cm. Okay, now let us see the solution for it. That is, here the volume of the cistern is, measurements are given, length, breadth and height, that is 150 cm, 120 cm and into 110 cm. So multiplication of this will be cubic centimeter. So on multiplying this we will get how much? That is 19 lakhs 80,000 cubic centimeter. Okay. Now volume to be filled in the cistern will be how much? The volume, again this volume is given, volume of water. Already it is given volume of water, how much it is there in the cistern. So total volume minus volume of water. Okay, that much can be filled by the brick. Clear? So that is how much, on subtracting how much you will get? That is 18,50,400 cubic centimeter. Now let the number of bricks. We do not know how many numbers of bricks can be put inside it to bring the water level from this to the brim level up to the top without flowing water out of the cistern. Okay. So let the number of bricks be n. Okay. So brick volume is, volume of one brick is how much? The dimensions of the brick is given, length, breadth and height, multiply that is 22.5 into 7.5 into 6.5 cubic centimeter. Now volume of n bricks, one brick is this much. N bricks, because we do not know how many bricks will be put inside that cistern. So let it be n bricks. So volume of n bricks will be how much? That is n into 22.5 into 7.5 into 6.5 cubic centimeter. So on multiplication of this all we will get 1096.875 n. N means here number of bricks, that is n. Okay. Now as each brick absorbs, because it is a porous bricks, so each brick absorbs 1/17 of its volume. Whatever the volume of brick is there, 1/17 it absorbs water. Okay. So now volume of water absorbed by n bricks, okay, will be how much? That is n into 1/17 of its own volume. What is the volume of the brick? That we got already, 1096.875. Clear? Now according to question what is given? That is volume of cistern plus volume of water absorbed by n brick. Okay, that means from this level water was up to here, the top of the level here, means from here water should rise up to this, up to the brim. So that is volume of the cistern, plus n, that means the number of volumes water absorbed by n bricks equals to volume of n bricks. Clear? Because that many bricks will be put inside it. So that is equals to 18,50,400 plus, because volume of cistern already we got there. Okay, cistern is how much? That is, we got here to be filled, that is 18,50,400 plus n into n upon 17 into this one, that is 1096.875 equals to this one, that is the number of bricks, n number of bricks, that is 1096.875 n. Now bring these variables to this side, that is n terms to this side. So it will be 18,50,400 equals to, now this is 1 upon 17, here 1. N value I am telling, okay. The other values are same, so that can be taken as common. So n upon 17 minus, means this value will be first, so n minus 1 upon or n upon 17. So when you simplify, you will get 16 upon 16 n upon 17 into 1096.875. So on simplification we will get, or cross multiplication, n equals to 18,50,400 into 17 upon 16 into 1096.875. On simplification of this, we will get how much? 1792.41, which is approximately how much? 1792. Okay, so that many bricks can be put into the cistern without overflowing water. Okay, now fourth question you see. The fourth question of 13.35 is, in one fortnight of a given month. Fortnight means 15 days. In a month we know that 30 days are there. So fortnight means 15 days. There was a rainfall of 10 centimeter in a river valley. If the area of the valley is 7,280 kilometers square, show that the rainfall was approximately equivalent to the addition to the normal water of 3 rivers, each 1072 kilometer long, 75 meter wide and 3 meter deep. Okay, now let us see the solution. Solution number 4 is, rainfall in the valley is 10 cm. That we have to convert it into meter, because all the measurements will change it into meter, which is, on dividing with 100 we will get 0.1 meter. Now area of the valley, it is given in question, that is 7,280 kilometer square. This kilometer square we will change it into meter square. So it will be 7,280 and then 6 zeros, because kilometer to meter conversion we know 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meters. So 3 zeros. So 3 into 3 zeros again. So it will be 6 zeros. Okay. So 6 zeros meter square. Now volume of rainfall will be how much? Volume of rainfall will be 7,280 and 28 or 80 into 6 zeros into 0.1 meter cube, because this is in meter square, this is in meter square, and meter will multiply and get cubic meter. Now on the 1 0 will get cancelled, so it will be 728 into 6 zeros cubic meter. So now instead of writing zeros, zeros, zeros and all, we will change it into 10 to the power 8. So we will put here before this 28 decimal value. Okay, so it will be 7.28 into 10 to the power 8 cubic meter. Now volume of one river. Already the length, breadth and deep of the river, it is given as 1072 kilometer into 75 kilometer into 3 meter. So you can see that these two measurements are in meter, but the first one length is in kilometer. So this kilometer will change it into meter. So it will be 1072 into 3 zeros. Okay, meter into 75 meter into 3 meter. So now all the measurements are in meter. So now on multiplication of this, we will get how much? 2412 into 5 zeros cubic meter. So So now again we will change this into 10 to the power 8. Okay, so that we can change it like 2.412 into 10 to the power 8, because you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 digits leaving from there, we put the decimal value, that's why 10 to the power 8 cubic meter. Now after that, volume, this is only the volume of one river. So 3 rivers will be, it is given in question 3 rivers. So 3 into 2.412 into 10 to the power 8 cubic meter. So on multiplication of these two, we will get how much? 7.236 into 10 to the power 8 cubic meter. Now when we compare this with this, we can see approximately they are equal. Hence 7.28 into 10 to the power 8, that is the volume of the rainfall, that is 7.28 into 10 to the power 8 cubic meter, is similar to 7.236 into 10 to the power 8 cubic meter, which is the volume of 3 rivers. So approximately they are equal. Okay.